Hello, welcome to the World of Literature. At World of Literature, we have been dealing with UGC NET set lessons. And at the beginning of this series, we have been dealing with the question what to study for UGC NET set exam in English, or how to prepare for the UGC NET set exam in English. We have so far covered the Elizabethan age and the Jacobean age. In this lecture, we will take up the Puritan age. Puritan age, as classified in the history of English literature, is a time period from mid-1620s up to 1660. Puritan age is a time period which is the most unstable time period in the history of England, which was politically very unstable, wherein literature that was produced was very scarce. People of England were politically more active than being active in the literary field. One of the saddest event in the Puritan age would be the closing of the theatre in 1642, which practically brought to the halt the writings of plays in English literature. So who are the writers who even kept the writing in English going in an age of huge political turmoil in England? Let's have a look. We have John Milton, we have John Bunyan, we have Robert Burton, we have Thomas Browne, and we have Isaac Walton. Now, considering the short duration of the age and considering the political turmoil in England, we have a very limited number of writers that would be writing in the Puritan age as compared to the Elizabethan age, which was politically very stable time period and intellectually very fertile. And Puritan age happens to be the opposite of it. However, Puritan age is also known as the age of Milton, or the Miltonic age, because one writer who stands tall in the Puritan age is John Milton, the poet. Now, what are important works of John Milton? John Milton wrote Allegro, Il Penseroso. These are the Italian titles. He wrote Lycidas, he wrote Areopagitica, a prose work, and he wrote Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, Samson, and Agonistes. Now, these are some of the famous works by John Milton. Among all these, Paradise Lost is a standout epic. It's one of the greatest epics written in English language. It's one of the most famous works by John Milton. So, for detailed study from John Milton, you will have to read Paradise Lost in detail. Other than Paradise Lost, Areopagitica is a work with which you must be thoroughly acquainted. Lycidas is a work, since it's an elegy. You must go through this elegy. For whom did he write Lycidas, and other things must be taken into account. Paradise Regained is a non-detailed study work. Samson Agonistes is a work which you must go slightly thoroughly. So far as Allegro and Il Penseroso are concerned, they are non-detailed study works. This was from John Milton. That is what you will have to study from John Milton. One work which should be labored hard upon would be Paradise Lost. Other than Paradise Lost, Areopagitica is very significant considering its thematic concerns, and Samson Agonistes is one of the famous works by John Milton. The next writer from Puritan age is John Bunyan. Now, John Bunyan is a novelist. Novel hadn't yet begun in English literature because novel practically would come with Augustan age when Daniel Defoe and others would be writing, but John Bunyan would be writing novels as early as in a time period known as Puritan age. So he is famous for Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners, Pilgrim's Progress, The Life and Death of Mr. Badman. Now, these are the three works of John Bunyan. Out of these three works, detailed study would be Pilgrim's Progress. Pilgrim's Progress is a standout work by John Bunyan, is one of the famous works in English literature that needs to be studied thoroughly. With regards to Grace Abounding and the life and death of Mr. Badman, it's good if you know a plot overview of these works, or even if you know that these are the two works written by John Bunyan, that would be sufficient. The third writer from a Puritan age would be Robert Burton. Well, Robert Burton is known for the Anatomy of Melancholy. Anatomy of Melancholy is important work, is not very significant work, but if you know the name, the title of the work, the name of the author of this work, and a slight overview of this work, that would be sufficient. Next writer from this age is Thomas Brown. Now, Thomas Brown wrote a significant work titled as Religio Medici, or the religion of the doctor. Now, Religio Medici became famous work among the literary circles, so it would be good if you know the contents of this particular work, the title of the work, and the writer of the work. That would be sufficient. Last writer from this age would be Isaac Walton. Isaac Walton is a minor writer, and he is primarily known for the Complete Angler. Now, this work, maybe it would be sufficient to remember the name of this particular work, the title of this particular work. Maybe if one has time and a bit of an energy left, it won't be bad to have an overview of this work also. So that was from the Puritan age, what you need to study, and on the other side of the picture, you must be acquainted with the political aspect of this age also. For example, the closing of the theatre, the overthrowing of the man government in England, and the restoration that would be coming immediately after the Puritan age. And also don't forget to remember the name Oliver Cromwell from the Puritan age. That is all that we have from the Puritan age or from the UGC NET set lessons in today's lecture. I hope this lecture was helpful for you. Thank you for watching, and keep watching the World of Literature for interesting stuffs, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and we won't mind a comment or two in the comment section. Thank you for watching.